All right, now we turn to a young writer with a really big honor. Tanya Rastogi is a junior at Pleasant Valley High School, and now she's been selected by literary representatives from across Iowa to serve as the new Iowa Student Poet Ambassador. Earlier today, we sat down with her to find out where she pulls her poetic inspiration from. Tanya, we are so excited to sit down and chat with you. Thank you for making time for us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
I want to start with what it was like when you found out you had been selected for this. I mean, what was going through your head?
I was incredibly honored, and especially since the selection process was so spontaneous. It's not an application based process. They nominated me for my poetry, and then I had a short interview. And 2 days later, I was notified that I was selected. And so it kind of felt surreal. But now that I've kind of settled into this position, I'm very excited for the year ahead.
What sort of place does writing and poetry hold in your life?
I I've been writing since I could read, and I have been an avid reader my entire life. And so poetry is kind of a way of solidifying my memory. It's such an expressive and beautiful form of the literary arts, and it's something that I've been participating in for a long time. And so through this position, I do hope to advocate for the literary arts and encourage young people to start writing poetry as well.
And when you are writing your own poetry, what kind of places do you draw inspiration from?
So a lot of my work centers around themes of family and culture, and so I express a lot of emotions about generational relationships and aspects of my culture that I find really beautiful, and I like incorporating elements of nature as well.
Oh, I love that. Do you have some favorite places in nature that you always find yourself going back to?
I love water, waterfalls, streams, rivers. It's so beautiful and calming to me, and I definitely describe a lot of things through descriptions of water.
And when you talk about wanting to be an ambassador for writing and poetry with younger kids, I mean, what does that look like to you? How do you want to make that happen?
There's a lot of ways, and the ISPA program is very new. It's in its fourth year currently. And so this position involves a lot of poetry readings and educational events. And so I expect to be reading aloud to a lot of children and introducing them to what poetry is, because I feel like, especially in public education, poetry can be underrepresented. And so I hope to leave an impression on these children with my poetry and get them excited about writing.
Well, you've certainly left an impression on quite a few literary magazines as well. Your work has been published, is being currently published in several magazines, but you're also the founding editor of your own online journal. Tell me what the mission of that is.
So I started the Seraphic Review a few months ago, and it was kind of on a whim. Uh, I've been submitting to literary magazines for a long time, and being published is such a validating feeling. And I wanted to be able to give others that experience, and wanted to gain some editing experience as the founder and editor in chief of this magazine. And so we've received about 150 submissions from 20 countries so far. And so it's been a very rewarding experience to read and publish so much work.
Wow. Before I let you go, do you have some poets right now that are especially inspiring to you that you would love to share if someone's trying to get into the genre?
I love Sylvia Plath, and I love a lot of 20th century poets. But for anyone trying to get into the genre of poetry, I would just start reading something and try to find a poet that really resonates with you. I mean, poetry is such a versatile genre. There are no strict guidelines, there's no objectivity in describing what good poetry is. And um, there's such a big body of work. I would just go and start reading and then finding something that really interests you.
So talented, and she's only a junior. Tanya will be inaugurated into her role in Des Moines coming up on Friday, April 26th.